Oh yeah, we're fishing. What's up, fish heads? Welcome to another Fish Head live stream. Today it's a little fish off, just a fun, friendly competition. Father versus son, Ray versus Dylan. I'm fishing for catfish. He's fishing for bluegill. We're gonna see who catches the most fish and the most weight.
We all know who's gonna win.
He doesn't realize I just have to catch one catfish to beat all the bluegill he's gonna catch.
Unless I catch like 3 pounds of bluegill. Biggest one in
I
here.
don't know.
Biggest one in here, 2 pounds.
But Dylan's using bread ball bait to start off with. I'm going to be rigging up 2 different types of bait on the catfish rods. What I've got today is hot dogs soaked in catfish nectar and gulp catfish baits. So I'm going to put one bait on the one rod, one bait on the other rod. We got 2 different chances to catch one. I think this might work, guys. 2 different kinds of bait. Oh yeah. But let me go ahead and get these guys baited up and cast it out, and then we'll be fishing. Dylan's cheating. He's fishing already. Oh, he just missed one. But let me do this.
Tell me, Dad, you're gonna lose. You're not gonna catch anything in a minute. You're gonna lose to like a 2 ounce of bluegill. That's gonna be quite embarrassing. You catch the smallest bluegill in the world. You catch nothing while you win. That would be embarrassing.
That's the gulp bait on the right rod. I've had these hot dogs soaking in the catfish nectar now for quite a while. They're all red, soaked through with it. So hopefully that scent just permeates the lake and draws them right in. That's going to be the one that's on the left-hand rod. Appreciate you guys for coming in. Who we got in here? I forgot to turn the chat on. Hit the thumbs up, guys.
See, Dad, look, I'm getting bites of heels. I just caught a fish there, Dad.
Oh, you got one.
You lose, Dad.
It's not over yet.
You lose. You're not gonna get one. You're not good like that. What's on this little thing?
All right, so Dylan's got 1 bluegill so far.
Yeah, and you're gonna catch nothing.
1 small bluegill.
You're gonna lose to a tiny bluegill, Dad. How you feel?
Okay, and I'm fishing. I got my rods baited up and casted out. We're ready to catch something here, guys.
Bro, a bluegill.
Whoa, flipped right out of his hand.
Sir,
Get that guy back in the water.
bluegill.
There he is, little guy. Little baby.
The bluegill.
Joshua, what's up, brother? Appreciate you coming in.
The bluegill flat.
Just having a friendly little competition here.
This ain't friendly. Is this supposed to be friendly?
Dylan says it's not friendly. Loma, there you are. Haven't seen you in a while.
I thought I was
From Texas.
Dad, I thought
Appreciate you coming in.
I thought I was supposed to crush you. Because that's what's happening.
Dylan's competitive nature is coming out.
I learned from the best. Yeah.
Loma, it's probably going to be a numbers game for Dylan and a weight game for me.
No,
So we're trying to figure that out.
it's both for me. I'm about to catch a 2 pound bluegill here.
Dylan's PB bluegill is 1.2 pounds.
2 pound.
So if he catches a couple of those and I only get one catfish, there's a chance that he could win.
Yeah. 3 pounds. 3 pounds of bluegill would definitely be a 2 pound bluegill. A 2 pound cat.
I can't hear Dylan at all. What is going to happen in our future videos? We just received it today from Amazon. I ordered a double lav mic set where you can plug the receiver into the phone and then we can both wear a mic. That way you'll be able to hear us both equally. Normally when we do our live streams, you can only hear me talking and Dylan like mumbling in the background, unless he's looking at the phone talking clearly. So, little change. We couldn't try it today because my phone was getting really low on battery power. We shot a long form video this morning. That'll be out next week. And I used up like 75% of my battery already today. So I have to keep it plugged into the charger right now for this live stream. And you can't plug in the receiver for the lav mics when you got the charging cable plugged in. I didn't think about that. So we're just gonna have to wait until next time to try the lav mics. I think it'll be awesome though. Definitely gonna be a huge improvement for our live streams. If we're both mic'd up, you can hear what we're both saying, and it works up to like 65 feet away from the receiver, so we can have the phone anywhere basically and be fishing on in this entire area or wherever we are, and you'll be able to hear both of us. But yes, here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Appreciate it, Loma. We took like a, oh yeah, I could use a cordless charger. Good call. I don't have one, but I could get one. Maybe somehow one of those ones where it's laying on it, but I'd have to put it like on the back side of the phone somehow with the tripod holder.
You can actually buy a case that's like 2 times more expensive that actually has one of those in it.
Oh yeah, the case that has it in there.
Buy one of those.
We got some weird weed situation going on in the lake. There's all this like floating duckweed stuff, but fortunately the wind was blowing that way today, and it's all like on the other side of the lake.
Duckweed's much smaller than this. I don't know what this is.
Yeah, it's not really duckweed, but it's kind of like the same idea where it's loose and floats on the surface. And it's kind of moving. Right now, the ones in front of us, I don't know if you can really tell, but it's slowly moving that way. Ooh, he lost another one.
Getting on.
I got a feeling we're going to see lots of losses today. Keep losing them, dude. We had to take a few days off from YouTube, other than like our regular long form videos that we always shoot. I had a little health situation this week. No big deal. CT scans and everything all came back negative. So, crisis averted, guys. I feel much better. I'm not worried. I feel great. So we can just come out here, fish, relax, and have fun without having to worry about what they're going to find inside. So, yes. But yeah, we're just going to fish a little bit here and see who can catch the most and the heaviest. All the ones that are under a pound that Dylan's going to catch, we're just counting that as one fish. No weight. He has to catch something over a pound and weigh it for it to count towards his weight total.
Which makes it harder for me to make it.
Well, it's the most fish wins, and the heaviest weight wins. So we could actually end up tying because right now you're up one fish. It's two different categories of the winner.
Wait, we would have to have a tiebreaker.
I think I remember last time that they were a little bit closer into shore. There's like a little trough here in front of us. And I think I may have just casted like 8 feet too far. So I'm going to bring my lines in just a tiny bit. Ooh, we lost another one. Still got your bait?
Oh. I don't care. Yes.
Okay, I feel a little bit better about that positioning. And the baits we're using should be giving off a ton of scent. Hey, Stuart, welcome in, brother. Catfish versus bluegill. I'm also trying out a couple different baits for catfish. I got Gulp liver scented catfish bait, and I've got hot dogs that have been soaking in catfish nectar fish attractant. So we're comparing these two different kinds of bait for catfish, and Dylan's using his tried and true bread ball bait for the bluegill. We're going most fish wins one category, most weight wins another category.
Yeah.
His fish don't count for weight unless they're over a pound and he weighs them. Ooh,
Shiner.
he caught a shiner.
Last time I caught one of these, it slapped me in the face, guys.
Show him the shiner.
This one's much smaller, though.
Yeah, he's not a giant like the other ones, but he's still a pretty good size.
He's bigger than your hand, Dad.
He's like 9-incher, but Dylan's caught him much bigger than this.
much bigger. No, unhook, Dad. You unhook.
Stuart says bluegill all the way. Come on, Dylan.
Yeah.
Ray can't fish a lick. Stuart, another one of these giant, crazy, wild shiners.
Lower it.
Ugh. All right, let him go.
I can't unhook this.
You can't? He's super easy.
Spinning. Spinning like crazy. Can't unhook a spinning fish. Lip him.
You guys ever lip a shiner? Yeah, this would be perfect bait. Perfect bait, Stuart. But since I'm already using the baits that I made and bought, we're gonna let this guy go.
Maybe later. Maybe later. We're doing a 2-hour live right now, so maybe later. Dad? Maybe?
If you catch one that's like this big, I'll use it for catfish bait.
Okay. Well, that's about how big he was. No, he was much bigger.
What'd you get, Stuart?
Oh, wait, is he fishing? Or was he fishing?
He was fishing earlier while we were at the rattlesnake thing. We went to the rattlesnake festival up in Georgia today. It was like the first part of our long form video that we're making this weekend. Tomorrow we're heading down to the shore to do some saltwater fishing. Figured I'd combine the going to the rattlesnake festival. We got some awesome video while we were there too. And then going fishing tomorrow. Might even throw a recipe from dinner tonight. Bearded rockling.
What's that?
Oh, cool. I'll have to check it out, Stuart. Haven't had much time to get on YouTube up until now today. We've been going and going and going. No activity yet. I've never even heard of a bearded rockling. Are they good to eat? He had something take it down.
My bobber was under for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, his bobber was down for a few seconds, and then when he started reeling, it was gone.
Okay, there's like a weird species of fish. I swear. Like, bluegill, I would have caught that because it was a bluegill. This is, and China caught it too. So this is just like a new species all around.
You got to remember how many fish you caught, Dylan. I might forget after a while.
2.
Yeah, cool, man. I'll check it out.
Someone in chat, keep track. I'm at 2 right now.
I'm sure they'll keep score for us, too. Oh, he lost it.
And also someone keep track of how many I miss. Turn that into a whoa! Where'd you get him?
Easton Hyde. Appreciate you coming in, buddy. Dylan says hi. Yeah, I guess we'll count the shiners.
Okay, so it's 3 tonight.
Any of the fish he catches on the bread ball bait will count. So Dylan's winning right now 2-0.
3.
You caught 2 bluegill already?
Yeah.
No, you didn't. Oh, that one came all the way back, guys.
That would have been absurd.
No, he's caught 1 bluegill and 1 shiner so far. He's cheating.
I'm not cheating. I don't even know how to see that fishing. That'd be awesome. Throw some illegal bait on you and you catch something.
There's some fish hitting the surface down on the other side of the, maybe about 50 feet down the bank. I keep hearing something hitting the surface down there. Oh, he's got one on. He's got one.
Oh, there we go.
That's a bluegill.
Good. No!
Less than a pound though. But show everybody what you got.
My weight is down at my hook now.
Stuart, we're doing it by total number, one category, and total weight on another category. But only the panfish that weigh over a pound get weighed. So like he just caught this one right here. It counts towards his total of 3. But it's not going to count towards his weight. We're still 0-0 on weight. Easton says he likes shiners too for largemouth bass and brim. Nice.
Yeah.
But Dylan's winning the number game 3-0 so far.
For brim, those shiners are way too big. They're like almost a foot. They're giant.
3-0, Stuart. He caught a bluegill before you came in. He's whooping me in the numbers game. I kind of expected it.
Yeah.
The bluegill are pretty easy to catch on bread ball. The big bluegill though, which are the ones that he has to weigh, not so much. Oh, you're going fishing. Nice. Easton's going fishing too.
Oh, okay.
Sweet.
Where's he going?
Dylan said, where are you going fishing? Maybe he already went.
So you're me. You go as soon as you can.
Stuart's cheering on Team Dylan.
I mean, I'm obviously gonna win.
He's getting cocky, guys.
I don't think you're gonna catch 3 catfish.
All it's going to take is one big old catfish.
Yeah, to win the weight game.
Okay, cool. He's going to a private lake next to the neighborhood, next to his neighborhood.
That's basically like.
That's pretty much what we're doing here, Easton.
Yeah.
I don't believe that this is a stocked lake, though. I think it's just a bunch of wild fish that have been in here for a long time.
And they're hungry. Hungry.
Haha. Appreciate it, Stuart. He says I win as dad.
Not sure.
My dad used to take me fishing when I was a kid, so I take Dylan and Lucas fishing.
Not sure that's fair, Dad, because I'm not a father yet. So I'm not exactly sure that's fair.
Hey, Wendy, the rules of this fish off. Person who catches the most fish wins one category of it. Person who catches the most weight wins the other category. So we could end up having a tie again because we got 2 categories.
Or I'll just win, because technically I have caught more heavy.
Any size fish counts towards the total number of fish, but only fish over 1 pound count towards the weight. So he's got to catch some big bluegills that are over a pound for them to count towards weight.
No! Dad, I want to see you catch a very small catfish so it don't count as a number.
It would be a tiny catfish.
Nope.
Your grandpa taught you and your brother got mad because you outfished him. That's awesome.
Get it, Dad. It ain't staying on.
Uh-oh, Dylan's making me bait his hook. I don't know if this if this can count.
You're not getting any bites. So, I mean,
He's just using a super simple rig here. Little float about 2 feet up from a tiny split shot and like a size 8 hook. Little tiny hook.
yeah, right now at the fishing, I'm kind of more important than you.
Dylan will be cocky until I catch a big fish.
But it won't count. I'm still be tied. And I don't think you're gonna get 3 to tie with me at numbers.
I'm also going to check my baits fairly frequently because the hot dogs are kind of easy to fall off the hook. So I'm going to do like 10-minute increments and then check it. We didn't bring the catfish bread today, Stuart. He just brought a plain loaf of bread. No delicious liver juice to dip it in. I'm gonna check the one on the left with the hot dog on it.
Look at the moth. Look at that moth. I always thought it catch it. It's alive.
It is still on there, but I'm just gonna go ahead and put a new one on because I got a ton of this stuff. Chopped up a whole hot dog into little slices. I got like 20 pieces out of it. It's one of these big, delicious, all beef Sam's Club hot dogs. I actually love eating those hot dogs too, but I sacrificed one of them for bait. There's a moth on top of the surface. Let's see. Can you see it? Yeah, you can see it. It's right there. It's a giant moth like this big, but it's stuck on the top of the water right there. Pretty crazy, that moth. Appreciate everybody for coming in, guys. See, I got a bunch of these slices in here, so no reason to not keep the bait fresh. And tomorrow we're going saltwater fishing, so I won't be using this bait again. Yeah, poultry sausages. We get turkey sausages a lot. They're really good, but all beef hot dogs, definitely my favorite. Hey, it got out of the water.
You're welcome.
Nice. Did you guys see that thing fly away? That was cool.
And landed in.
Yeah.
It landed.
If it catches fish, it's my favorite bait.
Dad, your bait, the one that you did, kind of came off. So.
Oh, he's blaming me for his bait coming off.
Yeah, it's your fault. You didn't do it right. I mean, it's true. It came off, so you didn't do it right. Or the fish turned into prawns.
What I do with the bread balls, I put them down over the tip of the hook. Once they're like down to where the hook bends, then I compress it with my fingers and make it into a pyramid shape. And the top of the pyramid is the point of the hook. So when the fish bite it, the tip of the hook is the first thing that touches them. Dylan said, or Stuart says, you're big enough to be baiting your own hooks, dude.
I know, but it's weird. Like, whenever I bait it, it doesn't stay on. But whenever you bait it, it does. It's a curse.
It's the compression technique. Mine stays on the hook better.
It's a curse. What were you saying?
I think that was a bluegill that just hit the surface right in front of us.
Oh, it was. Yeah. Because I still have my bait. So.
This spot where we're fishing gets fished a lot too, so the fish are kind of smart here a little bit.
I'm surprised they still bite too.
Yeah, there's always someone fishing here. Haha. Stuart says it only counts if you're baiting your own hook. I agree, Stuart. I agree.
Okay, this won't count. This is just for fun.
Oh, he just lost one.
Your tactic didn't work, Dad. It's not catching it. It's all your fault.
As time is going by, I'm feeling better and better about my winning with one fish idea. We do have to count the bullheads as catfish, though, if we catch one.
Hey, it's not a catfish, though. It's an icthylorid.
Dylan looked up catfish after we caught that last one, or bluegill, not catfish. He looked up bullhead to see if it was in the catfish family, and it turns out that bullhead are not catfish, even though they look kind of like them.
They have their own family.
They're in a different family than catfish called ictylorids. We're still going to call them catfish.
No.
In this lake, we're calling them catfish.
Lake Gill, Dad. Call it by
But
its,
scientifically, they're technically not.
call it by its name. Or that topic. Lake Gill, Dad.
Oh, now you're on Team Ray. Heck yeah.
What? Why are you switching teams? I'm winning. I'm literally winning.
He said, I think you got this, Ray.
Right. When I'm winning.
So the plan for tomorrow, guys, this is just kind of a little fun pop-up live. I'm going to schedule one for tomorrow, and we're going to be out there for hours. Down at the beach, we're going to set up shop in the morning, stay out there like almost all day. We'll be going live the entire time. Stuart, the one that you caught, I'm not sure if it was a channel cat or a bullhead. Not 100%. I thought it was a channel cat, but you remember it came up to the shore, flipped around a little bit and went back in the water and we lost it. I never got a distinctive, for sure look at it to make sure it was a channel cat. I'm pretty sure it was a channel cat, but then we caught a bluegill after that. I keep saying bluegill. A bullhead after that. So now I'm questioning myself. But we also did a video like 8 months ago here where we put a GoPro in a fish trap down into the bottom of the lake and just let it soak for like an hour. And I saw a catfish swimming by the fish trap. So I know there's catfish in here. Also, another day when I was with Lucas, we were just taking a golf cart ride. We didn't even have fishing rods with us. We just stopped here to look in the lake real quick, and I saw like a 30-inch grass carp or common carp swimming in the water right here in front of us. So we ran back home, got the fishing equipment, came back over here, tried to catch it, but it was nothing. No fish that day, actually. We got shut down. So I know there's also huge carp in here. There's definitely bass in here. We've caught lots of bass, lots of bluegill, lots of shiners, catfish, and carp. Other than that, I'm not sure what else would be in this lake, but that's a decent enough assortment of species to make it interesting at least. Bullheads are like burbot.
What's a bourbon?
Oh, that sounded like a bass over there.
What's a bourbon?
I'm not familiar with burbot either. I've seen them catching them. Like up north in Canada and stuff, they catch them.
What's a bourbon?
But we don't have burbot around here. I don't know, but they target burbot, so they must be pretty good. Dylan switched sides on me. Now he's over here. Dangerously close to my line that's going that way a little bit. If he hooks something there and it swims this way, he's going to get caught up in my line.
What type of paddle is it, baby?
But appreciate all you guys for coming in. It's always fun when people join us to fish. We'll be out here for a little while today, but tomorrow is going to be the big day. If you guys aren't available tomorrow, come check us out down at the coast. The weather should be a little bit nicer. It's been a little rainy and off day weather-wise here today, but tomorrow should be much nicer, and we're going to be at the beach. Stuart says you should chum a little bit.
I was thinking about doing that, but then I thought it kind of is cheating.
Yeah, you can chum a little. It might bring in a catfish too.
Yeah, that must be bread too.
He was worried it would be cheating.
Bread is cheating. Bread's too good.
Stuart, did you see the long form video we had come out this morning? That was the truck bed tent that I was telling you about.
No! Okay. Come.
We did the review of the truck bed tent and some fishing, cooking up that catfish we caught at Lake Talquin. What happened?
Ants.
Oh, ants were on the bread. If you leave food laying on the ground here, the fire ants will find it pretty fast. All right. Some bread in the water. He's chumming it up. Oh, big swell right next to where he just threw the chum in. Look at that. They're definitely hitting it.
I can't throw there.
They'll still find it. Cool. Appreciate it.
They're eating.
Are they just hitting my line, or is something biting my bait? My rod's bouncing around, but the chum is like right where my line is going into the water. I can't tell if something's biting my bait or if the fish are hitting my line at the surface. Oh, that one's going to be a good one. It must have just been fish hitting my line. Stuart says hit it. Hit that spot with your bait. I think part of what helps with that chumming is it just kind of gets them like in the feeding mode. You can just cast anywhere near it. Axolotl, appreciate you coming in. Got a new name in here.
I like that name.
Gamer Axolotl. It's kind of a cool name. We're out here doing some fishing. Little 1v1 action between father and son.
But
Two different contests. The most fish versus the most weight. Dylan says technically he is crushing me.
it's totally friendly.
An axolotl. Appreciate you coming in, axolotl. Don't forget to subscribe. We got all kinds of cool fishing videos. Dylan actually loves axolotls.
Yes.
I guess I was looking at the L at the end as an I. He has axolotl shirts. He wants to get an axolotl for our fish tank. We are fishing for bluegill, mostly. Dylan is, and I'm fishing for catfish.
Mostly. Right.
Yeah, I'm going for the catfish. Yeah, hit that like button. Appreciate it, Loma. Loma's been in so many of our chats. There you go. Fish with your buddy. Oh, you're up north catching stock trout, only lures and worms. Heck yeah. Dylan and I are going up to South Carolina, not this coming week, but the week after, and we're going to be catching trout in the rivers up there. I actually reserved my campsite. We're staying sort of centrally in the state or in the mountains there. We got a nice campsite with like electrical hookup and everything. And then we're going to basically like head out of there and go to a different river every day so we can fish the entire area. Appreciate it, Axolotl. I don't know if hitting the thumbs up actually works, but everybody says it does. So I usually like to start my live stream and have like a goal. Say like, let's do a 50 like live stream today. We're up to 9 so far.
9.
Got 6 cool people in here. Yes, hook set into the channel. Check out each other's channels too. Stuart, if you want to throw out links to everybody's channels, feel free. Uh-oh, he cast it over my line. You get it? Here, let me take a cast at that.
There you go. Counts as my fish.
Nope. This one will count as mine if I catch one.
Okay. I guess. Because I'm still waiting.
Take it down. There we go. Oh, he was on. Oh man, I had one on too. He got off the...
The bait came off. I told you I can't do the bait.
Yeah, there you go, Stuart. One of the goals for our channel overall, besides all the fun stuff that we do, is to try to connect all the different fishing communities. I know there's so many people that like only do catfish or only do trout or only do bass, and they only watch each other's stuff. Like bass guys only watch bass videos. But our goal is to try to spread it all around and have a multi-species, all fisher people of the world unite kind of situation, just for fun. We do fish for bass quite a bit, Axolotl. Actually, up until we started our YouTube channel, I was almost 100% bass fishing. And all I watched was bass fishing. So it's kind of changed us, I guess. But we do fish a lot for bass. Mostly artificial baits. We did a video, what was it, like 6 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago, where we used live bait. We fished with live shiners that we caught in the creek on our property. Took them out to Lake Ammonia, got a bunch of bass. Well, a couple bass.
We caught one bass.
Yeah, Loma, me too.
No, I caught one bass and hooked up on like a giant gator like thing.
Something else that broke them off too. Yeah, Loma. Now I love watching all different kinds of fishing. Dylan and Lucas also love watching like people catch exotic tank fish and stuff. Like down in South Florida, they fish in sewers and stuff and catch all these crazy cichlids and all different kinds of weird, crazy fish that people let go out of their fish tanks. Those are fun videos to watch too. There's some crazy guys down there like Monster Mike Fishing. But other cool channels like Catch 'em All, we like those videos too. I don't know if you would call those guys serious fishermen or more of just like entertainment fishermen, YouTube fishermen.
I mean,
But they've got millions of subscribers, so it works for them.
actually, that catch 'em all is a serious fisherman. Wanna know how I know?
Yeah, buddy, hit my email up. We got our email in the description page on YouTube.
Okay, catch 'em all
It's
is a
just
serious.
fishheadvideos at Gmail.
Catch 'em all is a serious fisherman because he caught about a 12-foot long alligator gar in a canal. That's
Yeah.
serious. That is, that's more serious.
Yeah,
than
Stuart caught a new species.
what?
What was it? A bearded. I already forgot what it was called.
Bearded stone.
I don't even know what kind of fish it was, honestly. I can't picture in my mind what that fish is. Which is pretty awesome. Anytime you catch a fish that no one even knows about in some places, that's definitely a win. Successful fishing trip there.
Name it. Name it.
All right, I'm gonna check my right. Oh, bearded rockling. That's right.
I told you it was bearded stone.
Dylan said bearded stone. So stone, rock, ling, kinda. I'm gonna check the right rod though. It's been out for at least a half an hour. I gotta check it. Hey, there's Bart. What's up, buddy? Oh, appreciate it, Bart. Yeah, that was a fun video to make. The catch and cook, the camping with the new truck tent, awesome stuff. We needed like a practice trial run for Dylan and I's South Carolina trip. I just wanted to make sure like we could set the tent up and we weren't missing any parts or anything, which would have been my luck if I just left it in the bag until I got up to South Carolina and we'd be like, oh, they forgot to send it with the poles. Something like that. But everything went great. The tent's actually awesome. We need more padding. So the idea is we have this little L-shaped kind of narrow, cheap couch that we have. And we're going to take the cushions off the couch and put them in sleeping bags so that we have a cushion, almost like a mattress underneath us. We have just enough cushions for me and Dylan to shove into 2 other sleeping bags. And then we can put our sleeping bags on top of that. And it'll be like we have 2 beds inside the tent. So it should be pretty comfy. But I got to check this right-hand rod here. On this rod, we're using the Gulp catfish bait. Liver flavored Gulp catfish bait. I'm not going to go ahead and change that because this stuff lasts for hours and hours. So I'm just going to cast it back out in a slightly different spot. Every time I've walked down there, this stick has like come up and hit me, gotten stuck in the bottom of my pants. It's been super annoying, this little stick. So let's say goodbye to this guy. Gone. I don't know. They know how to grunt, that's for sure. They make that crazy sound. Yeah, we're uniting the world of fisher people. I just felt this thing in my pocket. One of the booths today at the Catfish Festival was giving away these cute little alligators. Tiny little alligators. I was thinking if I could get like a small hook, could maybe turn this into some sort of a bait.
Catfish festival?
A baby alligator bait. Yeah, not catfish. It was the rattlesnake festival. won't focus on it.
Is it really that red next one?
Yeah, definitely bait, Stuart. I mean, it's supposed to be like a little toy or something, but always trying something new, right? Could be cool. Baby alligator for bait.
Imagine we flew a live alligator, like a baby live alligator, on a hook and just let it go. That would be a giant bass, giant carp, no, giant catfish, something big. I like something.
So nice out here today, guys. Stuart's the guy to talk to about fly fishing for sure, axolotl. I don't fly fish much. I have in the past. I've trout fly fished and salmon fly fished. When I went to Alaska, I did like 2 straight weeks of like 15, 16 hour a day just fly fishing only. But it's been a long time. We moved to Florida years back, and fly fishing just isn't that big in Florida. I mean, I know some guys do it like in the saltwater and stuff, but there's not much bass fly fishing. It's just not that popular around here. I want to try to get back into it. I think it'd be fun to catch some bass and bluegill on fly, crappie, the best named fish ever. Yeah, Stuart's been fly fishing his whole life pretty much. He ties flies. He's really good at it. Nice. I used to live up in Connecticut, axolotl, and they stock the rivers and the lakes like right before season opened, which is the third Saturday in April. So like they would fill it up, just stock and stock and stock, and then the third Saturday of April comes and the season opens, and like for 2 days, like every single person in Connecticut is out there fishing, and they fish them out. It's crazy. You can go back like 2 weeks later and it's hard to catch one again. But then I guess they occasionally stock them like throughout the summer and stuff too. Mostly up there we used to catch rainbow trout and brook trout. Yeah. Yeah, I've got a fly rod still. Lost the reel for it. Have no idea what happened to my fly reel. One of these days I'm gonna just buy a new reel and get back into it, knock the rust off. So I haven't got around to it. We're always busy fishing. I also have a very time-consuming job. So if you guys can find me like 1 million subscribers, I'll have a lot more time to fish. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous evening so far today, guys. Nice and calm. Temperature is mild. It's like 72 degrees. Cleared up a bit. Yeah, hit that like button. Do it. Do it. Hit the like button. I can definitely say that the action is a little slower than the last time we came. Stephen Merchant's in the house. Appreciate you coming in, Stephen.
Yeah, that's not the right word.
Yeah, it generally turns on here right about now, a little bit later than now. We'll be out here for a while. Hopefully the bite will turn on real good. So far, Dylan's beating me 3 fish to 0, but the weight category is still 0 to 0. So he's up right now.
But if you're into technicality, I'm winning in both categories.
Nope, because the rule was it has to be over. It has to be over a pound to weigh it.
I'm gonna get new bait because I think this is too cold. Something.
Yeah, axolotl. Once I get to know people, I've seen them in my live streams a whole bunch, and I know they're not like in there to say weirdo stuff. I'll give them a wrench because everybody won't be on all the live streams at the same time, so it's good to have a few different ones. Just so happens today we got a bunch of them on here, which is cool. Appreciate you guys coming in. Appreciate you being moderators. It's not a real serious job on my channel, thankfully, but it has been needed a few times. Stuart knows. He's kicked some people out of here. We don't need any weirdos in here, guys. The YouTube police will come. I'm going to give it like a little 2 cranks on each rod just to kind of move the bait.
Don't they like go on YouTube and make sure there's no illegal stuff?
YouTube is so huge that they don't really have the ability to monitor everything like that. The chances of you seeing this short. Heck yeah, Stuart. Oh, he lost another one.
It was under for like a whole 5 Mississippi. One, two, three, 4, 5. That's what it was under.
Sun is like bouncing off the lake right into my eye at this moment. We need like, we need a couple minutes for that sun to just dip into the treetops. It's hard for me to even see anything right now. The phone's like all shiny.
I want my lenses.
Yeah, right now would have been good. Stuart says, Dylan, come to the camera for a minute. I want to check the hook.
What?
You're going to have to show him your hook. Bob, what's up, buddy? Appreciate you coming in.
In a second.
We're having a little friendly fish off here. Warming up for tomorrow. We're going down to do some saltwater fishing, Bob. We're going to be catching, hopefully, trout, redfish, whiting.
Okay, there's
Might
bread-
get lucky with like a flounder or
there's
something.
bread on my hook, but
Here's his bait. He kind of did the pyramid thing like I usually do. Yep, if you guys haven't seen Bob's channel, go check that out. Like and subscribe, guys. Throw out your link, Bob. We're uniting the fishing community here. Oh, Dylan got one. He's on. Bluegill.
you think
Bob's the good luck charm. Bob, we've been like 10, 15 minutes without a fish, and then you came on and he gets one. It's the one with the stripes on it.
Can you take it off? You're already holding it. So don't let him stab you. Stabby, stabby.
These guys are a bit stabby.
Stabby. He's got a fat tummy. He's fat. Fat, 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 fat. Fat.
Yeah, these ones have like sort of like really faint stripes on them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 faint stripes and a yellow tail. The bluegill that we have in this lake are all different colors and varieties, or yeah, interesting stuff here in this lake, guys. Oh, Bob, I'm going to show you the baits. We got actual gulp liver flavored catfish bait today. So we're doing this on one rod. And then I cut up an all beef hot dog and I'm soaking it in catfish nectar fish attractant. So we got one of those on each rod here. Just doing a little bait experiment too. They come with the grill marks on them. Yep. But that's the bait I'm using, and Dylan's just using bread ball bait again. It is a fairly reliable bait for bluegill.
Never go wrong with bread ball.
I don't know if I'm going to do membership, Stuart. I'm still debating on that.
What a membership. What a membership.
There's a lot of mosquitoes on the phone. I'm glad they're on the phone and not on my face. Oh yeah, the chicken breast soaked in liver, Bart. Yeah, Bob, I saw you're going to be in the tournament tomorrow. That's going to be sweet. You need channel cats? That's a multi-species. I'm not exactly sure of the rules of that thing, but I know you have to catch like one fish in each category or something for it to count. That's pretty interesting. I'm going to check it out more. I actually meant to check it out more like for this past season and just never did. But I know he does the cut like 1 a year, 2 a year. Yeah, 8 categories. Nice. Some of them we wouldn't be able to do here, like trout. I don't know if trout's on there, but there's a lot of fish that don't live in Florida. Oh, it's flooded up there? We had a ton of flood situation here like about 2 to 3 months ago, but everything's sort of kind of receded now. Oh yeah, the waters are closed for flooding. That's not cool. Wow, the mosquitoes are starting to get bad, guys. Oh, I have bug spray in the golf cart. Be right back. So here's my trick, guys, because I don't want bug spray on my skin usually, and I don't want it to get on any of the equipment. So I just take my hat off and spray it all over my hat and put my hat back on. And that usually does enough to keep them away. I'm going to spray it on Dylan's back on his shirt because he's going to be getting ate up here too. I feel like just enough. It does just enough. And that way you're not like covered with nasty chemicals. I actually hate sunblock too, but I do the sunblock thing, but I hate putting bug spray on my directly on my skin. It just smells like a caustic chemical. It might fish in your basement. Is your basement flooded? Man, that's crazy. Oh yeah, Bob. April, when I lived up north in New England, the third Saturday in April, I was talking about this a little earlier. The third Saturday of April is when the trout fishing season reopens. Is that the same thing there? Same weekend? Or is it just like April 1st? Stock the basement. Oh yeah, same. Nice. Well, a general rule, at least around here, is when the conditions are perfect for the fishermen, they're not for the fish. Take this day, for example. It's absolutely gorgeous out here right now, and the fish aren't really biting. But whenever we come out in the rain, or it's super cold, or it's windy, that's when the fish are hitting hard. But you come out here when it's totally pleasant and beautiful, and you don't catch anything. Yeah, get ready, Bob. I'm gonna try to catch it later, probably in the evening, because we'll be down at the coast all day. But when I get back, I'll check it out, see how y'all did. All right, I'm gonna wiggle the baits again, see if I can get any kind of interest here. Oh, he lost one.
After a whole time. No, this weather is too sunny.
Dylan's float is still up in the tree right there. His donation to the lake, to the trees. Yeah, that sun is just so bright right now. Right off the water, like directly into my face. Dylan's hurting too, but it's just above the treetops. So it's a few more minutes, it'll get down into the trees, and then we'll be comfortable again. I'm gonna throw a couple pieces of bread out there by your bait. Hey Wendy, how's it going? Appreciate you coming in. Oh, oh, it was under.
Hey, go get the bread, hurry. Dad, go get the bread.
All right, see you later, Axolotl. Good meeting you. Appreciate you coming in. We'll be around for a little bit. Bart says you're staying ready for squirrel season.
What?
With the stuff in the trees.
Ah.
Oh. Sounded like something jumped out of the water and then jumped back in right over here.
Exactly what happened, Dad.
It did?
Yeah.
Fish jumped out of the water onto the grass and then jumped back into the water.
That was a big fish.
The one you just had on?
Right there.
Oh, he lost a big one, he says.
That was big. Dad,
Yeah, we could get it back, Stuart, but it's like, oh, it's too far out on the branch to climb out to it. I mean, I could cast like some heavy braid up there and try to get it back down, but it's one of those little 29-cent Walmart floats. We'll just leave it up there for now. Yep, Dylan's donation. Maybe it'll bring us some good vibes out here. Get the juju going. We need it right now.
What's a bluegill?
You want to see it? Let's see. Can we aim it up here? It is right there. It's hard to see that, but it's all the way out near the end of the branch. So not really doable to get out there and try to catch it.
Heavy weight up there broke the branch, it would come down.
Yeah, you could cast some like 50-pound braid up there, snag it up, and then just yank it down. We'll end up doing that probably eventually because we don't like leaving stuff out here. But I don't have my bass rods or anything with me, so I can't do it right now.
I'm trying to catch that small one for you, guys. So you can eat it.
Oh yeah, I need to get a piece of bread.
Bluegill. I can't talk to you. It's a fish. Bad talk. Yeah. That makes sense. It's a bad talk.
It's just like regular Wonder Bread. Yeah, Bart, I didn't bring any of my bass stuff. We're just out here with what we got here. That's it. It would be nice here shortly because it's nice and calm. I could throw that popper out there in between all that floating, whatever that duckweed stuff is. It's not duckweed, but it's some floating weed that's been like blowing around the lake lately. This neighborhood actually does have a service like once a year where they come and kind of like clean the lake out of all the floating weeds and stuff. They just haven't done it yet. Jerry's in the house. Appreciate you coming in. Right now Dylan's up 3 fish to 0. No, 4 fish to 0. But on the weight category, because of the rules, we're still tied 0 to 0. I'm going to throw a couple pieces of bread out here, see if I can't get some sort of activity going. Yep, 4 to 0.
There's a small one.
5 to 0 now, guys.
There's a small one for bait.
A small one. It's too big for bait.
Oh, you can see the stripes really well. Yeah?
Show them.
Well, the stripes just disappeared. Okay, I found it out. When the bluegill comes out of the water, the stripes disappear, guys.
Show them.
I can't. Bluegill. Oh, that's one way to do it. What are you doing?
Oh, something big just came up.
What, you already threw out bread?
Yeah, because I'm taking the next cast. Bluegill. So 5 to 0 so far, but nothing over a pound to be able to weigh. So the score is technically still 0 to 0
There you go.
in the weight category. Numbers category, I pretty much knew Dylan was going to win.
You knew.
He could. It has to weigh. It has to weigh over a pound to count towards the weight category.
I could my 1 pound bluegill.
But this next cast is going to be mine. Wendy's keeping score for us. Nice.
All
right. Get ready, Wendy. I'm about to catch one for my numbers category.
It'll still only be 4 to 1 though, Dad. I don't think you realize how little that is.
They're playing with it. Come on, take it down. Oh, you know what happened, dude?
What?
You moved the bobber up.
Yeah. And I'm catching fish right here in 2 inches of water.
Yeah, but the bait's not suspended off the bottom. Since the bobber's so high up.
Oh, wait. I think they see it, Dad. I think it's they know it's there. No, I'm waiting for a bass to come eat that bobber because he sees it moving on the surface. That would be funny. Catch a bass bobber.
I'm gonna try to cast it further.
I can catch further.
That's where I wanted it. There it goes. Take it down.
It's just the air, Dad. It's not the
What's going on here?
I don't know. Give him some time.
There it goes. Yeah, I was just paying attention to my other rod too.
Nibble.
Guys, I've also been toying around with the idea of bringing back the 1-minute fish catch challenge.
Do they want to see that though? Do people want to see that?
Oh, nice. Caught it on the ultralight. Heck yeah. Dylan's trying to keep me in check. Said I'm not paying attention. I looked up at my other rod because I thought I saw the line move. And as I looked up, the bobber went down. So he was like, "You got to pay attention." I told him I was paying attention to my other rod.
Pay attention to the one that's actually getting bites, yeah. Not the one that's not even moving.
Yesterday I bought a light action, like 5'6" rod that I'm going to use for trout fishing up in South Carolina. Most of my rods are like slightly too heavy, I think, for small trout. So I think that addition with a 2500 reel will be perfect for the trout fishing. Dylan already has his lure set up. It's like a 2500 with a light action rod. So he'll already have a perfect rod for up there. I just needed one. I had a decent reel I can use, but no rod really to put it on. So I picked one up yesterday, and now we're pretty much all set. We got most of everything we need for the trip. Couple baits and lures that I ordered on Amazon that still haven't come in yet. We did get our microphone, the 2 sets of microphones, so we can both be heard equally when we're live. So that should be pretty interesting. Kind of excited to try that out, guys. I was going to try it out today, but my phone was almost dead from the video we've been shooting all morning, and so I have to have it plugged into the charger, and the receiver for the microphones has to plug into the charger port. So unless I had a different kind of charging system, I can't use it right now, but definitely will in the future. And I think it'll be awesome for like when me and Dylan are both live, like right now. We could both be wearing a mic and you could be listening to both of us clearly. And we don't even have to stand right in front of the phone and talk like this. We could be talking to you guys from down there while we're fishing, and you'll be able to hear us perfectly clearly. That's the goal. We invested in it. It came in today. I just haven't had a chance to try it out yet. Definitely going to use it when we're up in South Carolina, because I know while we're like waiting out in the river, it'll be really hard to be filming. I'll probably have a GoPro on my head or something, but I'll have my tripod set up like on the shore of the river, but you'll still be able to hear us talking clearly because we'll have the microphones on. So it'll be cool. We'll have like a far away shot of the scene, and then you'll have the GoPro POV direct footage too. So should be some really good video footage to edit. Hoping that it's going to be our most epic video yet, guys. If we can get on the trout, it should be. The way we've set everything up, we've prepared for this now for 2 months. We've been preparing for this trip. So hopefully it all pays off and we have our most epic YouTube video ever. Yeah, Stuart will say fly fishing for sure. We used to do salmon eggs and mealworms and night crawlers and spinners, inline spinners, the Mepps black with the yellow spots on the spinner. Those are some of my favorite lures. Getting 2 of those. They haven't come in yet. We got a 10-pack of some, an off-brand, but they're like the Mepps inline. We got a 10-pack of a bunch of different colors. That one hasn't come in yet. Something just fell right next to me, but I don't see what it is. Interesting. But yeah, we're almost fully set up for this trip now. The only thing that's bad, and I keep forgetting about this, is my truck's, yeah, the Mepps Fury, Bob. The registration on my truck is expired. It's been expired for like 2 months, and I keep forgetting to go and re-register it or update the registration. I've got to do that before we take a 6.5 hour drive one direction and then the same amount back. Yep, it's starting to get to be that time, guys. The fish should turn on here. We'll show Bob these blue bullhead if I can get one.
No, it's a bluegill, not a catfish.
Which Dylan won't let us call it a catfish, but for this fish off today, ictalurids count as catfish. Yes, Jerry. The goal is to make our most epic YouTube video yet. Boab.
Sun is setting. My calves can come free from the heat.
I know it's because of your accent and it sounds like Bob, but here it just looks like Boab. Like Captain Ahab. Boab.
Or boba tea.
Boba Fett. Yep, Dylan's got way more fish, but we're still 0-0 on the weight competition. Because his fish would have to weigh more than 1 pound to qualify. Not Boab. All I need is one fish that weighs over 1 pound, and I'm pretty sure I can win this thing. Man, that sun is taking a long time to go that far.
It happened again, Dad. Dad, it happened again.
Yeah, the fish are hitting just a little further down the shoreline.
But they're jumping out of the water. I think there's like a cricket on the shore. But they just can't.
It's like a little bass. Yep, 5-0. So far, 5-0 on the numbers category, but we also have the weight category. So if I can just catch one, epic fail pending. If I can catch one good fish, that'll even us up, and we'll end up with a tie, and we'll have to do a tiebreaker, like we always end up having to do. But if I don't catch anything, then Dylan wins. Automatic win for Dylan.
Kinda obvious.
I put some pressure on myself on this one, guys.
Kinda obvious.
We don't know. There's no fat lady singing right now.
They haven't been what? 5.2 hours? No.
Yeah, another cook-off. Oh, tonight, guys, because we went to the Rattlesnake Festival this morning, filmed all day. We got like 2 hours worth of footage to edit from the Rattlesnake Festival. As a transition from that into tomorrow's surf fishing in next week's video, my plan is we're cooking ribeye sliders. We got some delicious ribeye ground beef. We're gonna make ribeye slider cheeseburgers, little mini cheeseburgers. And I also got lamb chops, little lamb chops to cook. Yeah, Steven, I'm thinking that's what we're waiting on, is one of these bullheads to come. I am using a different bait though. I don't have the chicken, the liver chicken this time. All I have is the soaked hot dogs and the gulp catfish bait. What is that bird doing over there? Oh, they're wood ducks. They're chasing each other around. I never see wood ducks on this lake. That's cool. Oh, Dylan, do we have any worms left?
Yeah.
He said, yeah. So I'm going to throw a worm on the one with the gulp bait.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we do.
I'm going to go see if there's any worms in the cart.
Yeah, I'm actually not sure.
We don't have any night crawlers, but there is a pack of red worms.
Are they alive?
Or is it empty?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's one. At least one. The only bad thing about these red worms is they're tiny. Just tiny little worms. I can get one. I can get one, Stuart.
No.
I'm gonna bring in the right rod and put this on there with the other bait. That's what the gulp liver flavored catfish bait looks like. I took all the pressure off myself at the beginning of this one, Stuart, by saying this is just a fun, friendly competition.
But then I I turned it into something like a war, maybe. Kind of. Sort of. Yeah, it's a war. Then
They're so tiny, they're hard to put on the hook. I'll get this one back out. Maybe we got a better chance now. Are you gonna fish on that side for a little bit? I'm gonna switch these up and go one out that way a little bit.
I'm going back to that side.
Alright, but I'm gonna cast this one like slightly to the left. All right, let's see if this is one of those magic moments where it's like, throw a worm on, bam! Like what Stuart did with the bread crust the other night. Jerry likes the competition. Stuart, I think it's just one of Dylan's buddies, maybe. Off-road man. Hey, off-road man. How's it going? He said he's 12. There you go, buddy. Off-road man. I don't know how many worms we have left, so that may or may not end up being the only... No, there's still a couple in there. Off-road, you got to hit that like button. Do it. Do it. Hit the like button. We're up to 14 right now. Jamaican. There he is, Jerry. Appreciate you coming in, buddy. Oh, nice. Bass fisherman. I am also a bass fisherman, off-road. Jerry, embrace the skunk. That's what I'm doing so far, buddy. We're having a little friendly competition, father versus son. Dylan's up 5 fish to 0, but weight-wise, it's still 0 to 0. The rules that we made before we started. But the sun has just now gone below the tip of the trees, and it's better to see now. So I got a much better feeling. Appreciate the share, Jamaican. You got skunked again. Happens to the best of us. I don't know how many videos I've been skunked in recently. Definitely a few.
Not me. For yourself, Dad.
You've gotten skunked too. Dylan's denying that he's been skunked.
Barely.
You
He's barely.
don't think it's a 12-year-old?
I don't know who that
So
is.
far he's staying between the lanes. Yeah. What's up, everybody? I think I'm going to check the bait on the right rod. Freshen it up if anything. Maybe move it just a little bit. Because so far, it's the skunk. 0 Jamaican. A fat goose egg. And I'm trying a couple different kinds of baits too. So something should eat what I got out there.
Don't do it yet, Dad. You're gonna scare him because my fish.
Where is it?
My bobby's right here.
Oh, yeah. Tiny little taps. The bait that I thought for sure was going to catch was this hot dog soaked in catfish nectar. They're all colored red by the scent that I put in there. Not getting any bites yet. Oh yeah, Bart, I did try the skin. Dylan actually fell asleep. He was mad at me that I didn't wake him up. But I did try to wake him up. He was just out cold in the truck tent. I couldn't get him up. So I was like, all right, I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it by myself. And I did. But yes, I did. I ate some of the skin. Skin was good, not bad. I ate the tail. It was like super burnt and crispy. Just kind of tasted like burnt, I don't know, burnt tail, I think I said in the video. But yeah, not bad at all. The meat was super tender, like more tender and moist than when you fry it. That was the surprising thing to me. That the meat was like actually very soft and moist. And it tasted great. It sat over that oak smoke for quite a while. Hey, Miss Joan, appreciate you coming in. It's been a few days. I saw you commented on our video earlier. Appreciate it. Yep, 2 Jerry's in the chat. Jerry's. We got this catfish nectar soaked all beef hot dog bait that I thought was gonna just slay them. Haven't got a single bite on it yet. But the scent is colored red in the bottle, so when I put it in there and let it soak, the red color like soaked all the way through the hot dog. I keep wanting to try shrimp, Jerry. I keep wanting to try it, and I never think to get shrimp and bring them out here. Put a worm on this one too. All right, let's try it. We got these red worms at Walmart. Yeah, these worms are just so tiny, guys. They're good for like bluegill and stuff, but really for catfish, I would want big old fat night crawlers. Oh, I just came so close to dropping it. Those little worms would have been all over the place. Yeah, they're so small, it's hard to get them on. The hook is like half the width of the worm itself. All right, there you go. We got the hot dog and a worm on the hook. And the other one has the gulp bait and the worm on the hook. And the sun has just now set below the trees. It's probably still just a tiny bit above the horizon, but it's below the thick part of the trees, so we're now in the shade, which makes it looking out on the lake so much easier. It was like right there, shining up into our eyeballs. Stuart, I know they're in here. I've seen them with my own eyes.
Hey Stuart, I'll give you a chance to switch teams again. I guess I'll give you a chance.
He's still on Team Dylan.
Okay, you said you were switching to the other team, so that don't make sense.
Okay, we're fishing. A few months ago, it was probably like 8 months ago maybe, we made a video out here. It's still in our long form videos if you want to go back and check it out later, but me and Dylan were just out here fishing and we threw a fish trap in while we were fishing and had a GoPro hanging down inside the fish trap, and we let it soak for like an hour and a half, which is like about how long the battery on the GoPros lasts before it dies. So we just let it soak with some bait in there. And I saw bass, I saw catfish, carp, bluegill like crazy. All kinds of fish swimming around this fish trap. Yeah, there's some in here. Ooh, Dylan just lost another one. I got a feeling I'm about to catch up here, guys. Right now is like the perfect time of day. It's gonna start getting dark here in a minute.
You picked one fish, we're tied.
Yep, if I catch one fish, we're tied. Because I'll have won the weight category and he'll have won the numbers category, and then we'll have to have a tiebreaker, which was kind of the plan. But if I don't catch one, the catfish have run off. Oh, you guys should have been up in Wiggum, Georgia this morning. We saw some fun sights up there for the Rattlesnake Festival. Words like runned off. That's a real thing, dude. I called it the town that time forgot, because Wiggum, Georgia was built like 150 years ago, and it still looks like a town that would have been built 150 years ago.
Well, you can make
That's a big one.
I know, I'm looking for big fish there. And I like to come out right after sunset.
Dylan's upping the size of his bait a little bit here, and he's making me put one on. So
I didn't make
you
put that one on. I was trying to put it on and you grabbed it.
Oh, okay. Well, you better adjust it how you want it so your fish can count.
I was just making you hold the rod.
Yeah, Stuart. We need someone to do the hey kitty 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 call. This has been a much slower day. Bluegill and definitely catfish or anything else.
Okay, there was a big fish just right here. See that wave that just went right there?
Yeah.
It was right underneath me. Bluegill.
There it is. Thanks, Loma. Dylan did catch one shiner. It was about an 8-incher. One shiner so far, Jerry. Next weekend, we're probably going to do some like other lake catfishing. So throughout the week, we'll probably try to catch some shiners here and keep them and use them as cut bait for catfish.
Not cut, just live. No, we just,
Stuart may or may not be rooting for Team Dylan here.
I don't know. Hmm? Honestly, I don't know. Please stay.
Anthony, what's up?
Oh no! It was grabbing it. It felt
What's the catfish dance? Just any dance for the catfish to come? Like the robot? Dylan's got it.
That was not the robot.
Anthony Rowe, I think another new name in our chat. Appreciate all you guys for coming in. Our channel is reaching some people. We had this really down like 2 weeks now. We've lost subscribers, haven't gotten any views. It's been kind of crazy, but maybe it's picking back up. Or the YouTube algorithm just kind of forgot about us for a minute.
We're gonna have like 5 new subs after this.
Anthony could just be a regular YouTube viewer. We'll see if he stays in the lane. I do notice like a lot of times when I'm on like million subscriber channels and I'll look in the comments and I'll see like, you know, a comment that has like 50 responses or whatever, or replies or whatever. I'm like, oh, let me check out this channel, and I go and it's just a zero content, viewer only YouTube person. It's like if you just sit at home and watch YouTube on your TV, you wouldn't have any content. I get it. Well, it's not working here because there is nothing biting these. 2 different kinds of baits on, each of them tipped with a red worm, and still nothing. Oh, Dylan just lost another one, I think. I'm going to go ahead and just give him a couple turns just to move it. Move the bait on the bottom or something. We just need some sort of juju here. Yes, got to hit the like button. Do it. Do it. Hit the like button. Oh, he keeps missing them now, guys. It's looking good for me.
But they're all over now. I told you, as soon as the sun gets under the trees. Oh no. Why? Already.
Okay, come on, fish. Let's do this. Yeah, number 6 isn't looking so great. Although number 1 for me isn't looking real great either. The weather is just too perfect. The water is perfect. The weather is perfect. It's gorgeous evening out here, guys. Couldn't ask for any better. And generally, when it's perfect for the fishermen, it's not perfect for the fish.
It's good for the fish right now, for me.
If I did have a popper, though, I would be throwing that popper right now.
Good for the bluegill, Dad.
Sunset till dark with a topwater is Bass City generally. Yes, there's some mosquitoes. We did use the bug spray and they're not landing on me. Have you been bit? I don't think we're getting bit, guys. But there are definitely some mosquitoes out.
I was bit like 5 times before you gave me some bug spray.
Like 2 years ago on our property, which isn't very far away from here. Hey, Paul, appreciate you coming in. 2 years ago, our creek was like over full and there was a lot of standing water. And we had these huge mosquitoes. I mean, they were like this big. And I looked them up because their bites were painful, like getting stung by a bee. And I looked it up and they're called gallinippers, which is just a nickname that they give them. They have this big long scientific name, but they nickname them gallinippers because they suck a gallon of your blood every time they nip you. And these things are brutal. And we had so many of them like 2 years ago. And then there was actually a drainage problem with the creek, like off our property. And the county actually came and cleared out this, I guess it was probably like a beaver dam or something, had the creek all clogged up, and that's why it was overfilled, plus all the rain and everything. And as soon as they did that, the creek drained out and those gallinippers were gone. Yeah, Paul, you haven't missed a lot today, buddy. It's been pretty slow.
Not for me.
Dylan's got 5 fish on shore, but nothing over 1 pound that would qualify for the weight category. Ooh, that was the first time one of them bit me. Dang it.
You would have had like 5 bites already if I wasn't here. I was swatting them off of you.
So the bad news about this live stream is I only have my tripod. I don't have the ring light. So when it gets dark, we're probably going to have to call it because it'll just be dark. Oh, he's on. Dylan's on.
Maybe.
Oh, no.
No,
I don't know. He's close. We can get the scale. He's close to a pound. I don't think so. I think he's going to be like 0.7 or 0.8.
Wait.
But I'm going to go grab the scale, guys.
0.9 is the highest you can get, right?
Yeah, before it hits 1 pound.
0.10 is 1 pound. Ah.
No, 1.0 is 1 pound.
Stop, bro. You ate him.
All right, guys, I got it zeroed out. 0 pounds, 0 ounces.
How that is by the scale, I'm not so sure. What is it?
Oh, I was so right.
What was it?
0.7. I knew it wasn't going to be a pound, so it still doesn't count.
No!
Nice fish. Still doesn't count for the weight category. Does count for the numbers category, though. So Dylan's up 6-0. Stuart says roll the fish in the mud and grass to add some weight. I think he actually did that.
I didn't know.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
Gonna try to. Dang.
I don't know if I've ever seen these 2 rods with 0 motion on them for this long, guys. Yeah, Dylan has been slaying it lately.
That's 6, right?
He's getting good at fishing. The big test is going to be tomorrow at the coast. We're going saltwater fishing tomorrow, Paul. We're going to see if Dylan can out saltwater fish me tomorrow.
Nope. As soon as we go anywhere from bluegill,
Yeah.
they're winning.
It might be nice to catch a good sea trout or a redfish or some whiting, and then we'll do a catch and cook tomorrow. I haven't had a good sea trout in like a year. We caught one a couple months ago, but it was 1 inch short of being a keeper. Yeah, Bart, we were gonna do something like that today, and then the rattlesnake thing popped up. So we decided to just make part of the video about going to the rattlesnake festival up in Wiggum, the land that time has forgotten. We're not going on a boat, Jerry. We're just gonna be surf casting off the beach.
I wish we could go on a boat.
My boat can't go in salt water; it'll melt. Actually, my boat would be fine in the salt water, but my trailer is steel. Second I sink that trailer in salt water, it's going to be a rusted nightmare. So I don't want to destroy my new trailer fishing it in salt water. So my boat is a freshwater only boat. We do have that other boat that we keep saying we're going to work on and make it into a camping boat and all that stuff. We just never have the time to work on this thing. That boat, I was planning on putting it in salt water, because the trailer's already all rusty and old. So I was just going to reinforce it, paint it real good, and then not worry about it if it gets rusty again. Eventually, someday, we'll do that, because we do need a saltwater boat. If we're going to be out here fishing for all these different kinds of fish, we got to give ourselves the best opportunity to do it.
I want a cast net too.
You can bring the cast net.
Yeah, I know, but I feel like cast net offshore. I don't fish a lot.
My phone can, Stuart.
What?
Mosquitoes. It's getting a little bit itchy out here. Oh, we only need 3 more likes to hit the 20 like goal for the day.
I thought it was 50.
Today was a 20 goal. Like, hey, there's 18. 2 more to go. Let's hit 20.
I thought you said we only needed 2.
Begging for likes over here, and we just lost 3 people. Sorry, guys.
We didn't need it.
Man, those rods are just so still. Haven't seen Mama Fishhead in here. I wonder if Mama Fishhead and Lucas are watching us from home. Are you there, babe? I always do forget, Stuart. I always forget until someone says, don't forget to hit that like button. And then I remember and I do it.
Ooh. Good.
Oh, Dylan's got something big on. Oh, this might be a pound.
Big red belly.
Yeah, this is a bigger one. This one could make it,
Put the
guys.
scale right there.
Take them off the hook. This one might hit a pound, guys.
He's heavy.
All right, we're zeroing it out. 0.0. It is 7-0 now, Bart. I'm hoping that he doesn't get any that weigh over a pound, and then I can catch 1 fish,
We need the pliers.
and then we'll break even for the day.
Not happening yet.
You need the pliers for that one?
Yeah, he swallowed it.
He's getting the pliers to take the hook out.
Well, no.
Once he does, we'll weigh it up. If this fish does weigh 1 pound, there's pretty much nothing I can do. Hey, there's Mama Fishhead. Hey, babe. Washing the dishes. That's my favorite thing in the world.
Right.
Bart's guessing 1-1.
1.1? That would be my last.
I don't know, Bart. It's gonna be real close. He doesn't have a lot of girth to him.
It's in.
Oh, he he got me, guys.
1.0.
1.0.
Boom! Yeah.
Ah. All right, so Dylan is going to end up winning this.
But in both categories.
Go ahead and let him go.
Both
Dang it.
categories.
Both categories lost. Unless I can catch something here in the last couple minutes.
Ah, it feels nice to win. What the heck?
Jerry says, sweet.
Ay.
I think I need new batteries in this thing. It's not working.
Right. Right there.
You the man, Dylan, Bart says.
Yep. Thank you.
You the man. I played golf growing up, Bart, and I always thought it was hilarious that whenever the golfers would swing, because you know how it's quiet, everyone's all quiet. And then as soon as the golfer hits the ball, everyone cheers, and there's always one guy, you the man!
Come on, let's get a 1.2.
Yep. So Dylan has me in both categories now, guys.
Feels nice to trust people.
The one day that me and Dylan were both catching bluegill out here, though, I don't think he wants to remember the day.
Hey, it didn't count.
You the man.
The results from that day were like 2 to 5. They weren't that bad.
They were like 2 to 5 in my favor, and all of my fish were like 1 pounders or bigger.
No, they were not.
Yeah, they were.
They were like 1 ounce. Maybe.
1 ounce. No.
Maybe
Not 1 ouncers, guys.
No, you're heading.
Appreciate you guys for coming in. If you're new, make sure you hit that like button. Uh-oh. Dylan got another one, guys.
Hey, Dad.
Ooh, it's not a pound, but it's got really cool stripes on it.
And they're about
Hey,
to
Bob.
disappear.
Dylan's beating me in both categories.
Here,
It's not looking good for me.
Wanna go ahead?
Look at
and
the
get that
stripes on this
scale?
guy.
Wait, Dad.
Those are pretty cool.
Wanna go ahead and just get the scale?
No, this is definitely not a 1 pounder.
Okay. Sad. I'll let you have the honors of letting.
So the rules that we've been following today is it has to weigh over a pound to weigh it. This guy's probably a 0.7 maybe.
Again.
Yeah, but the numbers game, Dylan's whooped me. I was just hoping that he wasn't going to catch any over 1 pound, and I would catch 1 bullhead or 1 catfish, and it would weigh like 3 pounds, and I would win, or at least tie, because we'd have broken even. Yeah, look at the stripes on this guy. They're pretty dark. I wonder if some of these might have like a tank fish mixed with them or something.
Probably.
Swim. It's starting to get a bit dark, guys. It's actually brighter on the phone than it is in real life. I think my phone kind of like adapts to the darkness a little bit. So I would say maybe like 5 more minutes. Paul, we're heading up to the mountainous area of South Carolina, like along the Georgia-Carolina border. There's a river there called the Chattooga River, which is supposed to be really good for trout fishing. And we're going to head up to the East Fork Chattooga River one day. And there's a West Fork Chattooga River. So we're going to kind of try a few different areas. And the campground where we're staying has a creek that runs right through it called Long Creek. And we reserved one of the campsites that's right on the water. So we'll be able to fish like even at night. We'll throw the crawfish traps in there and stuff while we're camping. try to catch a trout, throw it right on the fire, that kind of stuff. But we'll definitely be doing like trout catching cooks, fun fire grill recipes. Might do a fry one day if we're there. If we get on the fish, we might also just get skunked, because I don't know what I'm doing that much with trout fishing anymore. Stuart, it looks like we got 20 minutes left.
We do.
We might. I don't know. We might.
We do.
But when it gets like pretty much dark, we're going to have to call it.
Look at the sky though. It's so pretty.
I need to get my saltwater, not my saltwater, my freshwater South Carolina fishing license as a non-resident. You're out, Bart. See you later. Appreciate you coming in.
What, he's out fishing? Or?
Yes, Skunk Central. I'm embracing the skunk.
Who said that earlier?
Bob said it in a live stream last week, and then Jamaican Jerry made a video and titled it Embracing the Skunk. Got one?
It keeps going under. It's in the mind though. My mind keeps going. Oh! No!
So I mentioned this earlier. If you guys notice, I really didn't post anything at all last week. I was so busy with everything and having some medical testing and stuff done. But we got the test back yesterday.
Aw, shiny.
He got a shiner.
Wait,
And the test said I'm not dying. So we're in good shape,
there you
guys.
go.
I was super stressed out all week. Blood tests, testing my pancreas, CT chest, CT abdomen, all this other stuff, guys. It wasn't a fun week for me.
What's CT?
Computed tomography exam.
Tomography.
But it all came back negative, guys. I don't know what's wrong with me. I guess I got the flu or something, but it's nothing serious. Look at the red fins on this guy. These shiners are super cool.
Keep one.
Yep, I'm still living in Skunkville. Dylan's out speciesing me, outnumbering me, outweighing me.
Yeah, I definitely weigh more than
That's
you,
a cool
Dad.
fish, guys. We're gonna catch a few of these later in the week and save them for catfish bait.
Live. We're gonna keep them alive.
No, we won't really keep them alive.
Oh. Put them in like a bucket of water. With a bubble around it.
But I think it's super cool that we can catch these big shiners in here. It's just fun.
Giant things, Dad, not big. Giant.
Finish him. Dylan probably doesn't even know what that's from.
Bowmasters.
Nope. There was this awesome game that everybody played back in like the 90s.
Contra.
Nope, not Contra. It was Street Fighter, right, guys? I think it was Street Fighter. But when you defeated somebody, it would say, "Finish him." And then they all had like a specific move where they like rip their spine out or something.
I would like to
Who remembers, guys? Help me out here. What game was that? Street Fighter, right?
Go home. Use on Nintendo for once. And play that game. On there. Yay!
Oh, somebody just commented.
Come.
Undertaker's finisher. That wasn't the name of the game.
Oh.
Mortal Kombat. Yes, that's it, dude. Why was I thinking Street Fighter? Mortal Kombat was the name of the game. Dylan's never played Mortal Kombat because he's a Gen Zer or something, whatever they call them. They play like Minecraft and stuff. We didn't even have Minecraft or any of those games. Oh. Oh, it was Dylan jumping. I saw my rod start wiggling. Yes, Anthony saved the day with the Mortal Kombat. 10-0 pending. I think also if it gets to 10-0, we got to call it because that's just too bad of a whooping.
What is it right now?
It's 9-0, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Or 8-0? Oh, Dylan's got one on, guys.
Tiny guy. No, that doesn't count, Dad.
It still counts for your number.
Wait, no, you use that as a bait, Dad.
Look at this little guy.
You said you use a tiny guy as bait. Use it.
Stuart, did you type that before he brought this fish in? If you did, he won. Zelda. Yeah, that's another great game. Dylan does know Zelda because
I have that.
he has Zelda. Is it 10-0 officially? If it is, I'm declaring Dylan the winner.
No, let's. This is half a fish, okay? This is half a fish. I'm gonna say. This is way too small to be a whole fish.
It still counts, dude.
No, it's not. I'm not counting that.
Little
It's my
guy.
fish. It's my fish. I can say it.
Jerry says, nice job. Stuart says 10-0.
No, it's not. It's 10.5 to zilch. Gotta call it zilch. Actually, no, it's 9.5 to zilch. I'm saying.
It looks so much brighter on the phone, guys. It's crazy.
It's nice.
I think my phone must have like night vision or something.
You got a nice upgrade, Dad. You got the upgraded camera that you were supposed to get. The big blue one in the package.
Yeah, the catfish aren't loving me at all today.
They hate
In the last video, I counted on catching one catfish. I mean, if we didn't catch one catfish, that video wouldn't have even been made. And I did catch one. Well, Dylan caught it, but we went to the spot, used the bait I picked, got one catfish at least. So it all worked out. There's 3 mosquitoes on the screen of the phone right now. They're starting to get bad. Stuart, I am not technically a cat fisherman. I'm a bass fisherman who doesn't bass fish that much anymore. Yeah, it is nice. Got the pink tones.
What?
They're talking about the sky. It's pretty, getting that twilight color. I also just think the perfect weather right now just puts the fish to sleep. Fish like it when the weather is not perfect. Generally got to have like a storm, a drop in pressure,
Dad, bluegill don't even care.
big change in temperature, wind, something.
Bluegill do not care about all that. They'll just eat whatever they can. Fishy bread, they eat it. They don't care what kind it is. Press
Something like flopping around on the ground right over here.
it, they think something will be water.
It sounded like a bird or something.
A bird
All right, Dylan.
No.
Fist bump it, dude. You're the winner.
No.
Dylan's the winner.
No.
I'm congratulating him now, and he won't accept his congratulations. Fist bump.
No.
Do it, dude.
No.
Only because he doesn't want to stop fishing.
It has to get officially counted.
Fist bump, dude.
Okay, this doesn't count as my
Boom.
final bump.
Dylan's the winner of this one, guys. We'll be having many more in the future.
Yeah, you're gonna get die.
Yeah, we are catching a lot of mosquitoes now. I'm ready to get out of
now
here.
I told you. Now
Uh-oh.
it's official.
It's
Now
official. You got one more, guys.
He's on
We're going to
top.
go ahead and end the stream on a catch.
Wait.
Show everybody your catch, dude. It's not a giant, but it's a good one.
Now it's official. Fist bump.
Fist bump.
That's the official one.
He got me today, guys, for sure.
The official fish.
That's the one. Dylan is the wiener today. Big wiener.
Slap.
Appreciate all you guys for watching, hanging out with us. Always a fun time. Many more to come.
Oh. Finish him.
Finish me. Thanks again, guys. We'll see you in the next one.
No, I'll finish you right now.